Hello everybody, welcome to week 2 of how to draw your dragon. This week we're going to be drawing the Deadly Nadder as voted in the poll posted 2 weeks ago. And for this dragon you're going to want to start with a circle with the head. And then contour it down a little bit. Put a little nub on there for the nose horn, and then bring it on down for the beak, kind of like what you'd do for a parrot or another bird with a very thick beak. And go down for the lower jaw, which will line up almost exactly with the upper jaw, with only a little bit of overhang with the beak. And then just finish it on around, like so. And then you're going to want to go on to the neck, which is a little bit shorter than what you'd get for a monstrous nightmare. And make it a little bit thinner near the base of the head. And then continue on with the chest and the spine. And the chest and the spine are going to lead directly on into the tail, which you can have posed however you want. And here you have sort of this check mark shape with the body and the head going on, kind of like the Nike symbol. And over here near the bend you're going to want to draw a circle for the hip, and then just curve it on down like a teardrop, and then pull it back a little bit over here, and then continue on down for the rest of the leg, and then end it off in a stump shape, kind of like last week what we did with the Night Fury. And there, ended off in this shape. And we're going to be doing the other leg over here that's showing up behind, and we're going to have it out a little bit farther. So you can follow the same shape if you want to, or you can have it up a little bit. It's up to you. And clean up everything over here. Going back to the face, we're going to start off on the horns. Now, I like to start off on the nose horn and just curve it up like this. Kind of like a continuation of the nose over here. You don't really have a whole lot of interruption with the growth stump, however you'd like to call it. So just right there for the nose horn. And for the crest, you're going to just start off with some circles so you know where to go. And on a nadder you have 7 horns on each side. So these 3 bigger ones, and then going down smaller and smaller. And you just bring them straight up from the head. Okay, going to have to cut that out. So you're just going to continue the spikes on down through the neck. And there. And on the other side, you're going to want to draw in at least the 3 bigger ones, because those are going to most likely be the ones that are showing at this profile view. And for this particular one, we're going to do the other 6 because these ones are a bit longer than I intended. Alright, and for the eye, you're going to have it very close up to the beak area, and just make it a full circle. Kind of like the eye is popping out from the head, like how you'd see in a bird. And we're going to add a eyelid over here. And for this one, we're going to make it wild with the pupil. Okay, and for the nostrils, you're going to do an upside down teardrop shape. That's going to very loosely follow the outline for the beak over here. And then draw this other line to indicate almost a rim around the nostril. And moving on to the teeth, on my reference, there's 3 really big teeth that are sticking up from the lower jaw. So you're going to start with this middle one that's really big and curved. And then this one is a little bit smaller and straighter. And then this third one is also going to follow this curve going over to the right. And for the other 2 that you're going to have sticking out from the jaw, you're going to have them going the other way. And you can clean that up later if you'd like. On to the talons on the feet. So I'm just making these legs a little bit longer, just because I like having particularly long legs on my bipedal figures. You're going to have a little bit of foreshortening on this claw on its right leg. So this is right and this is left. You're going to draw circles on for where you want the claws to be. And we're also going to do it on the hind claw, just so that you know the spacing. Alright, so on this one, you're going to make it a little bit shorter just to give it an illusion of foreshortening. And put this little line there, just as a detail. Nothing important. And then you're going to draw another border over here where the tone is going to be at. And then you're just going to draw the hind claw coming out of the leg over here. And over here you're also going to indicate the toe. And then, let me clean this up so you guys can see. Over here, you're also going to indicate the toe. And then draw this crescent shape. And then do this very big hook over here for the next claw. And the third claw is going to be behind over here, so you don't need to draw it. And we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. With this remainder claw, as I like to call it, you don't need to do the toe indication. You just need to draw it coming out of the body. Same with this other back claw. And on this claw on the left leg, we're just going to draw going forward, since this foot isn't turned slightly towards us. And we're done over here. And as little extra details on the legs, you're going to be drawing these little skin flaps. They're not particularly claws, they're kind of like the scales or skin flaps like we did on the Night Fury in the previous video. Just extra details. Alright, now for the wings. You're going to draw another circle right here where you ended the neck. And we're also going to do this wing open just to show the veins. And on Nadders, you're going to draw 8 wing veins this time.